you. When I spend my last time being your life, I don't wanna be without you.
If you guys like this Aaliyah Inspired look, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Welcome back to Bougie and Booked with Baemeriie. Today we'll be doing an Aaliyah inspired makeup tutorial. I've always wanted to do this look, so stay tuned. Okay ladies, so we're going to start moisturizing our face with my MAC Prep and Prime. Always remember to prep your skin, because if you do not prep your skin, your makeup will turn out really lumpy and we don't want that. Next I'm going to go in with my Mercier foundation primer. This is going to add a really gold undertone to your foundation, so I suggest using this, especially if you want to have a radiant glow. I'm going to get started on my eyebrows, so one thing I suggest is that you get a magnifying glass, a magnifying mirror, because I'm a perfectionist. So I always like to make sure my eyebrows are slayed for the gods. You're going to take your brush and you're just going to brush your eyebrows out until they look, exactly even. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shape my eyebrows. I usually try to go in and create an M shape, or, the shape of an eagle. I feel like doing it like that makes the arch look more defined and realistic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat the same pattern on the right brow, going in an upper direction, just as, as Aaliyah would have hers. Because, of course, her eyebrows were timeless and out of this world. Both my eyebrows, I like to go in the middle and make sure that my eyebrows are both even, for one. Not only that, but I like to make sure that my tails are perfectly arched. After that, you're going to take your little tiny brush and you're going to blend. Make sure that you have no spots in any areas. I like to, brush thoroughly. And how I perfect that is I usually use my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray, and I just take my beauty blender and just blend that through as well. Finally, time to get started on my Aaliyah palettes. First, I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to rip it in half. I'm going to put them at the ends of my eyes just to make sure that they lay perfectly. I'm going to take the Urban Decay Original Eyeshadow Potion and I'm just going to put that on my lid. And how I finish setting my eyelids is I go over it with my concealer. And I just go, repeatedly across my eyelids just to make sure that it has a nice base. This is the Aaliyah Matte Collection palette I'm going to be using today. I'm going to get started with Dance in the Dark. I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to shade the top of my eyelid just to create a nice, sexy, smoky eye. Excuse me, my eyelashes falling off, but I'm going to do that to the left side and I'm going to repeat on the same side as well. One thing that I noticed is I feel like the eyeshadow palette should have been a little bit more pigmented. I kind of had to cake it on, but hey, fuck it. Next, I'm going to go in with my Aaliyah Princess of Soul. I'm going to put that shade in the middle of my eyelid. So because I feel it's not so pigmented, I'm just going to go with my Fix Plus spray and I'm going to use Creative Copper in the Aaliyah palette. I'm going to do my best to not cake it on, but I want my eyeshadow to be really, really bright. Get into the eyeshadow, y'all. Do y'all peep how when I put the Fix Plus spray, it made it so much better? You can actually see the gold. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, my fault, you guys. I had to hurry up and glue that back on. So I'm gonna get started back on my eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna keep going over it with the gold until I feel satisfied with the color. Then I'm going to use Dancing in the Dark once more. I'm going to put that on the top of my eyelids because I want to create some dimension to my eyeshadow. So next we're going to take our big brushes and we're going to blend that eyeshadow out. Because I blink a lot and I feel like when I blink the color gets all over the fucking place. So yeah. I'm going to go in with Dancing in the Dark again because I want that shit to be really, really fucking smoky. Next I'll be using my Pro Longwear Mac foundation in the color NC45, and I'm just going to do my Cupid's bow. I'm going to do my cheekbones. You can see I already did underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to start contouring my face. And the nose especially, because you never want to forget your nose. That's the most important part, because you can't have an inspired look and not have the inspired features. So I'm going to blend that out with my beauty blender. And I'm going to put a little Fix Plus spray on it and blend it all the way throughout until it's finished. As you see, I put it on very, very light. I don't put a lot of foundation because I definitely want to have a natural look as well. So I'm going to blend that out just to create a nice canvas. You want to have your makeup set on your face correct, and you want to make sure that all of it looks even. To clean that up, and after I finish cleaning that up, I'm going to go in with my MAC Pro Concealer in medium deep. I'm going to use burnt coral under my eyes. Get a brush that's kind of very, very narrow because you definitely don't want to poke yourself in the eye. I know you're probably looking at me like, why is this girl putting orange concealer under her eyelids? Well, I do this because when I take pictures, I want it to be matte, and I definitely don't want to see any dark circles under my eyes or near my mouth area. So I'm just going to conceal that. We're going to blend that out until it's all gone. So you see, you know, it's not bad that you see a little bit of orange, but just make sure that majority of it is gone. Now time to conceal. Let's take the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn, and the whole goal and objective is to look like Aaliyah today. So, we're going to start with our nose. We're going to start in the middle, work our way towards our cheekbones, and we're going to do this gradually and take our time. That's all finished. We're going to take medium deep NC40, and we're just going to go alongside the bridge of our nose. And don't feel away if you didn't get this on the first try, because it is very hard and you actually have to focus and concentrate. That's the key. Just focus and concentrate and you'll be good. You'll be Gucci. Take the Pro Concealer and go alongside your nostrils. Don't you see that dimension? Like, tell me that's just not fucking dope. Like, it really looks like I got a nose job. You're going to take that same concealer and go alongside your cheekbones and just take your beauty blenders, blend that all the way throughout until it all vanishes. Here's a little trick I do so I don't mess up the shape or any of the contour. Just take a brush and delicately tap your nose. And take your big brush, brush that all the way throughout. And there you go. You're all finished. Next, I'll be using Tardius in the color Edgy. And I'm just going to go alongside my cheekbones. Make sure that that's all contoured. Blend it all out and snatch it with the LA Girl Concealer. I mean, shit, we went in strong, but not too strong. Just right. We're going to clean that all up and go right into that palette. We're going to use the Edgy by Tardius. Just go alongside your nose, very delicate, not too harsh. And just blend that out. You see how it creates a nice slope? Now tell me that doesn't look completely different. That looks like a whole new fucking face. Word, that looks like a whole new face. So anyways, after you finish blending, just continue to go alongside until you don't see any more black or any more brown. And I repeat the same pattern on my forehead. I make sure I put the edgy contour, and I put that alongside my forehead as well as my cheeks again. And just clean that up. I wanted to have some more brightness under my eyes, so a trick that I do is I use the NC42 and I just go around underneath my eyes and I just snatch around my face and just clean everything up. Now time to get to my favorite step, the baking process. We're going to use Mercier translucent powder and go underneath the eyes. This is great for oily skin, especially if you don't want your makeup to go anywhere. This is great for, you know, if you're going the night out and, you know, you don't want your makeup to go anywhere or budge. This shit is the fucking bomb. I go under my cheekbones and I also do under my chin as well. Gotta get the forehead, of course. And I'm gonna take a little brush, take my time and go very slow up the bridge. Just like this. Now that we're all set, we're gonna take our big colossal brush and just go all over our face, taking away any of that powder, ghost looking. Yeah, take that shit off. Then I take one of my smaller brushes and go underneath my eyes to assure perfection. I'm going to take that same palette by Tardius. I'm going to use Whimsy and Mod mixed together just to create that perfect rosy cheek. I mix them together because, you know, I always mix makeup sometimes, but I also wanted to create a nice natural red undertone. While doing this, it's okay to get messy, but I like to go in the direction going upward. I like to start down and just work my way up. Nah, no funny shit, I lied. I love the highlight. Excuse my palette if it's broken, it fell on the floor. I'm going to be using White Sand and Gold Dawn mixed together. I'm going to spray my brush and go crazy. I'm going to start with my cheeks first. Takes a little bit of practice, but honestly, if you take your time and you have good lighting, you can catch all your angles. I like to blend it out with my finger because that's the best. And I'm going to take a little brush. I'm going to do the tip of my nose. I'm going to do the top of my bridge. And I'm going to go in the inner corner of my eye as well as my widow's peak. Once you're satisfied that you got every nook and cranny in your face, you can start going under your eyeshadow and just blending that on top of your forehead. Besides using MAC and Sephora products all the time, I do find this eyeliner to be 10 times more affordable. It's about $8, $9, and it goes nowhere. It's waterproof, so you can't beat that. Anybody who wants to find out how to do my liner, this is exactly how. I sit up extremely close to the mirror because my eyes are very bad. I cannot see far away, so I do it very close up. And it just takes a little patience. Wipe your lips off, and there you go. We are halfway through the process. See, that wasn't so bad. I'm going to put some Carmex on my lips, brush out my hair, because we are about to do these lips. I'm going to be using Nevermore in the MAC Aaliyah collection. I'm going to outline the perimeter of my lips. Not exactly on the line, a little bit over the line. So you can get that nice pop. Right now I look like a chola, but trust me, it's all going to be worth it towards the end. I'm using At Your Best by Aaliyah collection, and I'm going to coat that on top of my lips. So I'll be using my Fix Plus spray by MAC, and there you go, we're all finished. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this Aaliyah Inspired tutorial. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.